Hey guys, it's me, Mario, and it's been a while. I am still a little bit recovering, but my throat is feeling good enough to read, I guess. So, I'm back. Back to read the 4th chapter of Nixa, the Deathbringer. Hope you're doing well today. Let me turn on the music. There we go. A little more. I never know when to stop turning down the music. And there's an ad. There is an ad. Beast Quest, Nixa the Deathbringer. Chapter 4, A Brush with Home. Leading Storm by the reins, Tom walked across the training courtyard on his way out of the palace. His sword hung from the jeweled belts around his waist, and his shield was fastened onto Storm's saddle. The stallion's hooves rang impatiently on the paving stones. I think Storms is keen to set out on our new quest as we are, Tom remarked. Storm blew noisily through his nose as if he were agreeing. Silver, Helena's grey wolf, was padding alongside his mistress. He waved his tail enthusiastically. We're ready, aren't you, boy? Elenna asked, giving him a pat on his head. You'll help us defeat the ghost beasts? Pick your feet up there, Captain Harkman's shout made Tom look around. Call yourselves soldiers. The young cadets Tom had trained with were jogging around the courtyard, with packs on their backs. All of them stumbled with exhaustion, their faces streaming with sweat. That makes me feel bad, Tom muttered guiltily. I'm supposed to be with them. Not anymore, Elenna said with a grin. Tom headed for the gates. Hey, you! Stop there! Captain Harkman strode across the courtyard, waving his riding whip. His face was red and his ginger mustache bristled. Where do you think you're going? He demanded. Why didn't you report for training this morning? I'm on important business for the king, Tom explained. The captain snorted. Don't lie to me. Do you think I was born yesterday? Go and get your uniform on now, or you'll be sweeping out the barracks for the next week. Tom hid a smile. Digging into his pocket, he brought out the scroll King Hugo had given him the night before. He held it out to Captain Harkman. Perhaps this will explain, sir, he said politely. As the captain unfastened the scroll, Tom exchanged a glance with Elenna. Captain Harkman's gaze traveled swiftly over the paper. His eyes bulged and His face grew redder than ever. Official business, freedom of the realm, Kingdom Hugo's seal. He spluttered. With a final snort, he shoved the scroll into Tom's hands and jogged back across the courtyard to the group of cadets. Who were taking the chance to have a well-earned rest. Most of them were trying hard to suppress laughter. That's so funny, Captain Harkman roared. What's so funny? Captain Harkman roared. Get a move on. 10 times around the courtyard, and I want to see you run. Tom and Elenna carried on towards the palace gates. Tom felt his spirits rising. There would be no more training with Captain Harkman. He was at the start of another beast quest. There would be challenges ahead of him, but he would do all he could to find the pieces of the amulet and bring Teledon back into the real world. While there's blood in my veins, he thought, I'll save my father. Guess I'm still a little sick. Which way do we go? Elenna asked. Dad. She and Tom were both riding on Storm, with Silver bounding alongside. The city walls lie behind them, and the road they were on led through rolling green hills. I'd never heard of the Forbidden Land until yesterday, she added. I had, Tom said, drawing Storm to a halt, but I'm not sure where it is. That's why Wizard Elder gave us the map. He stretched out one hand. Map, he called commandingly. A grin spread over Tom's face as a patch of shimmering silver appeared, bobbing in the air in front of him. He almost felt like Wizard Elderu, able to call things up out of thin air. The silver patch was a little like the magic screen Elderu had conjured the day before to show them the story of Teledon. Here's Tom conjuring the map. I suppose it makes sense, he murmured. A map for finding ghost beasts would have to be ghostly. Lines began to appear on the glimmering surface of the map. Showing the familiar outline of Eventia with its hills and rivers, roads and towns. Tom in the south, but in the south and east of the kingdom, a new stretch of land revealed itself. There, Elenna exclaimed, peering over Tom's shoulder. Peering over Tom's shoulder. That must be the Forbidden Land, where we've got to get to. Tom watched as letters appeared inside the region. They were small and crammed cramped, and he had to peer closely at the map to make them out. The Dead Valley, he said, suppressing a shiver. That must be where we'll find the first ghost beast. Tom rubbed the piece of horseshoe fixed in the shield. It came from Tex the horseman, one of the good beasts of Aventia, and it gave the extra speed while he was riding on horseback. With its help, he and Elenna traveled swiftly through the hills of Aventia, bypassing villages and crossing rivers. The sun shone and a brisk breeze was blowing. As the sun began to go down, Tom slowed to a normal speed. "Well done, boy," he said to Storm, leaning forwards to pat the stallion's glossy black neck. "We've come a long way today." Bad. Come along today. "I know where we are," Elenna cried, pointing due south to where Tom could just make out smoke rising from the huddled rooftops of a village. "Isn't that Irinal?" Tom nodded. He hadn't meant to pass so close to his home, but it lay near the most direct route to the Forbidden Land. To see it more clearly, he couldn't resist using the special sight from the golden helmet he had won on a previous quest. He felt as if he were a bird, flying just above the main street, until his eyes rested on the fords where his uncle and aunt lived. He saw his Aunt Maria come out of the house with a basket on her arm and hurry down the street towards the local market. Through the open door of the fords, Tom could see his Uncle Henry beating out metal with a hammer. "Do you want to visit?" Elenna asked. "We could spend the night with your aunt and uncle." For a moment, Tom was tempted. His home looked so welcoming. They could sleep in a proper bed and eat one of Aunt Maria's delicious suppers. Best of all, he would see his family again. "No," he said at last with a sigh. "They would ask too many questions. It's best not to get distracted when we're on a beast quest." And how would I explain that my father's back as a ghost?" Tugging on the reins, he urged Storm along the road. With his back to Irinal and his face set towards the Forbidden Land. Out there, a ghost beast was waiting for him. And that was chapter 4. A Brush of Home. Here's the ghostly map that Elder gave Tom and Elenna. The image of the Dead Valley. And there's No picture of Hero. Would have been cool to see a picture of his uncle and all. As it was described. But yeah. Hope you guys enjoyed this Beast Quest. And probably shouldn't have made it, but it's been too long. It's been too long since the last one, so probably shouldn't have done it because I'm still coughing like crazy, but you probably noticed me coughing a lot this video, so. But I finally wanted to do another Beast Quest, and my sickness was keeping me from that, so. I just have a little cough left, so it's not that big of a deal. Well, I hope you like, subscribe, and hit the bell if you guys are interested in more Beast Quest videos. Hopefully I can get rid of this cough soon. It's only a cough left, so hope it's going away soon. Right. Bye-bye. I will see you on Thursday. Hopefully, anyway. Excuse me. Oh, bye.